I'm Johanna Parker. I'm the owner of Up a Tree Cup of Tea Company. It is a handbag brand that I started around 2010 in my college dorm in Florida. I use textiles that I find at estate sales or auctions, sometimes thrift stores or yard sales, really like different places to take things that were in someone's attic or not being used and then make it new and useful again. I've always thought vintage items were really cool, but I didn't always know what to do with them. So I wanted to figure out a way to take things that were really neat, but maybe not as quote unquote useful, and then make them into something useful. And so handbags was the way that it happened. I started because I loved like floral vintage fabric. I loved it, and most of them are like 60s and 70s bed sheets that I would find at thrift stores that they were so cool. So I started making hair accessories for babies out of them in my college dorm. My family and friends were the first people that saw anything that I made. So kind of when I started was when social media kind of took off. So I remember making an account for my business, and those were the first people that made purchases, the first people that shared and supported. The textiles honestly is what brings a lot of people in. So they'll see, like, you could buy a purse that is olive drab green that is from Target and it was made in China. Like, you could totally do that. Or you could have one that's made out of tents from the Vietnam War. Part of my business that I spend the most time on is the part that I like, which is the making part. This machine is from the 70s. It's a Kanso 206 RBs made in Japan. That's where most Kanso machines are made. It's just a tank. I kind of have gone through a lot of different sewing machines. I'll get them and use them for a while and then sell them, or just get it and hold on to it. But I kind of became a sewing machine hoarder. Like, I had at one point probably about 6. These are, I think they are like they're from the 70s, but they're some kind of place napkin or something. So I'll probably make bags out of those eventually. This is a tote from the University of Chicago. Plan on cutting that up, making a tote out of it. It's a vintage bank bag. So this is how money used to be transported. Another vintage apron. This one I really just got for the fabric. It's really pretty chambray. So this is the material that is probably the most famous that I use, for the material that people remember me by. This is called a pine cone bloom weave. It kind of looks like pine cone blooms. So I had to like scour the internet to find what the weave is. And then this one is from the 19th century because of how thin it is. Tablecloths from the 40s. Well, this is just a cool bag. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's an old Saturday Evening Post canvas bag. This is the one where I get messages. When are you making more? Where are they? Have you posted them yet? This is, I call it indigo overshot. I just love this pattern. It's called a double bow knot because it kind of looks like a bow. And this actually coverlet, I'm about to be out of it. So maybe I'll find more one day. And then this is just kind of a cool one. So this is a flour sack from a flour mill in New York that I found in a farmhouse in Lucama, North Carolina, which is like in Wilson County. It's like a tiny town along 95. But it says like buckwheat mill and has the L for the flour company. And then I just put some lace. And then this is the top of it. So these two were actually together. And then I added the lace for fun. But this is like Laro Buckwheat Flour Company in Concocton, New York. I don't know where that is, but I found this in North Carolina. I took a year off, so probably just getting back to where I was before starting, because when you take time off, getting everything back, getting used to doing everything again can be a lot. It's my fun passion that turns a profit, which is awesome.